Hello and welcome to the part 1 of this mini-series about sleep. Why sleep? Because good sleep is vital to having good focus, but also because sleep and attention and focus share something that is very important, and that's what we are going to talk about today. When we talk about sleeping problems, we often miss the most fundamental aspect of sleep. Sleep is based on our sense of safety. Think about it. When you are asleep, you are essentially filtering out a lot of information from the world outside. You are not receiving all the information and you are unaware of any potential danger. This vulnerability naturally makes us more vigilant. And when we are more vigilant, we don't sleep. Historically, people were aware about this and they understood this point. In the past, for example, someone will watch over the village at night while others slept. They will pray before bed or keep symbols or protection nearby. Anything to reassure them that they were safe. Even a campfire, if you think about it, is a protection from animals. Babies, for example, fall asleep more easily when they know that someone is around. And sometimes they cry just to check that someone is there for them. Traditionally, husbands will sleep closer to the door, ready to protect their wives. Sure, we may not live anymore in the jungle, but that doesn't change the fact that we still die. And the very idea of safety is not even really about threats in themselves, but about how much we consider ourselves able to react. Sleep isn't about real threats alone, it's about perceived safety in a moment when we cannot react and we cannot protect ourselves. Unfortunately, too often we assume that sleeping it's easy, and when we don't manage, it's something to fix. There are 3 aspects that are related to this safety sleep relationship, and we are going to address the first one in this video, and I'm going to give you some really useful tips to help you sleep better. The first one is your comfort level with losing control and being defenseless. Of course, it's natural to feel unease about being defenseless, not only when you sleep. This level of perceived safety varies based on a number of elements. For example, the cultural one, just to name one, and for example, the very idea of being constantly exposed to the idea that if you don't control something, that something will end up controlling you. This creates a lot of expectation and even more need for control. But there are also perception or physical elements, like what I call the ETR, which is the estimate time of reaction, and meaning how much time we require to take action if something happens. Even subconsciously, you might worry you won't react quickly enough if something happens, causing lighter and more interrupted sleep. I've interviewed a lot of people going through, for example, surgeries that made them unable to work properly, and they report having lighter or fragmented sleep right after the surgery. Or people with hearing impairments who remove their hearing aids at night and they feel exactly the same. What can you do about it? First of all, do a personal assessment of your relationship with losing control. So acknowledge any anxiety around losing control and where it comes from. And remember that the less you sleep, the more you will feel vigilant and the less you will be able also to react. And I know there is a difference between knowing something and doing, but I'll address this in the next video. And the second thing you can do for now is to check your perception of your estimated time of reaction. Notice how ready you feel, which can be the impairment that you can have that maybe can slow down your reaction, and trying to find something that can mitigate this feeling. Take this week to reflect on how these worries might be affecting your sleep, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, remember that understanding your sense of safety is the first step toward a better sleep. And the sleep is not just about rest, but it's about trust.